Hey everybody, Larry Cappetto here. It is June 5th. It's the evening of June the 5th, 2023. 20 years ago this evening, right now, it was 8 hours later in France. I was getting up in France, getting ready to go to Omaha Beach for my first time. It was 2003, and I went to Omaha Beach. I was on the beach at 6:30 in the morning when the first troops landed on D-Day, June 6, 1944. At that time, it was 59 years later, and the rest is history, folks. This is the first love of my work. I just wanted to turn my camera on tonight and help us remember why we have what we have today in our country, and the fact that I've lost all my D-Day veterans. They're all gone. They've all gone to heaven. And I'm so proud of this first film that I did on Omaha Beach D-Day. This is volume 1. There's 2 volumes. I did a film called Return to Normandy where I took Louis Johnson back with me, a Navy veteran of World War II, and we met Franz Gockel, the German soldier that was on Omaha Beach the morning of June 6, firing a Polish machine gun at the landing Americans. And needless to say, he killed many of them that morning, but he was a scared German soldier. I said, Franz, I interviewed Franz. I have a whole 90-minute interview with Franz in German with an English translator. The man was actually from Germany, but he translated Franz's interview into English. But I said, Franz, what did you think when you saw 6,000 ships coming in the morning of June the 6th? And he said, he prayed, and then he prayed this Catholic prayer. And it was just, I got to thinking, God's not just an American God. So, okay, folks, I just wanted to share a few thoughts about Omaha Beach. I've been there 3 times. Again, I was there 20 years ago. I did all the stand-ups for this film in this video on Omaha Beach 20 years ago, and you can watch this. I'm going to put this video link in the description, and I'm going to put it at the end of this little short video so you can watch it and watch Return to Normandy. And let's just remember and reminisce and honor these men who served our country. The first love of my work. I started my work in Phoenix, Arizona 20 years ago, and that's where I met all these amazing World War II veterans and became obsessed with their stories. And I had to get the real story. When I saw Saving Private Ryan, which I'm going to watch the beginning of here in a few minutes after I'm done with this, I like watching the first 20 minutes of the Omaha Beach landing. And I asked one of my World War II veterans, Galen Christensen, I said, was it like that movie? And he says, the American public really couldn't stomach what happened on Omaha Beach. That's how brutal it was. Even though we fooled Hitler and the Germans, the battle was still very brutal. We lost over 3,000 soldiers just on that landing on Omaha Beach. But that was the beginning of the end for Germany. So, but I went back 20 years ago, interviewed a French gentleman that I haven't shown yet on my YouTube channel. And I had a tour of a castle there, right at Colville, right on the beach. The American Cemetery, folks, gives me chills. Every child in this world should see that American Cemetery, especially in America. Our children need to see and remember and see the price for freedom. The immaculate landscape, manicured landscape of that cemetery. It's amazing. Almost 10,000 graves there. Just tremendously amazing. I interviewed Tom Wagner. He dug one of the first cemeteries on Omaha Beach with a bulldozer the morning of June 6th, 7th, 8th, as the onslaught happened. And he dug the width of the blade. The bulldozer dug a trench, and that's how they buried the first Americans that were killed. And they later took them to the cemetery for a proper internment. But man, just so many memories. I worked with some reenactors from the UK in France, reenacting the American 5th Ranger Battalion, 2nd Ranger Battalion. Just incredible. Just so many thoughts. But I went back 19 years ago with Louis Johnson for the 60th anniversary D-Day, and then I met Hugh Riley, and we walked the beach on June 7th, 2004. He was a young American fighting on the first waves of Omaha Beach. He's on my YouTube channel. Check it out, Hugh Riley. But I just wanted to say, let's remember, folks, an act of remembrance is an act of honor. You know, lest they be forgotten. If we don't remember, we're going to forget. So this channel exists to bring forth these stories, what happened, the history of it, a legacy for their families. And as we learn from our history and not make the same mistakes, and that's why it's so important in this country where people are trying to destroy our history and erase our history, while I preserved our history and I'm sharing it. And that's why this channel is so important, folks. I believe God has blessed this channel and has sent me people to help me show these stories on this channel. And on my radio station, I'm going to be airing 24 hours of Omaha Beach stories in my documentary on Voices of History Radio. You can get it on your app. It's on my website, LarryCappetto.com. And my heart's full, folks, as you can tell. It really is. And I just really want to share some memories of Omaha Beach with you through this film. It was done 20 years ago, my first film out of the series of 12. And it's just great. So God bless you. Thank you for watching this short video. And share these links with somebody else. Help them to remember June 6, 1944. Let's don't forget, we're not going to see anything in the newspapers probably about this anymore. It's a sad commentary. People forget. Our country's famous for forgetting, but I'm here to help you remember. So watch the video, and watch Return to Normandy too if you're a late night person, or just watch it tomorrow, June 6th. So I'm going to stop, go watch the beginning of Saving Private Ryan, and remember what it was like for those Americans landing on that beach that morning of June the 6th. It was a really rough morning with the waves. A lot of them were landed off course because the waves and the wind. Most of them got sick and used their vomit bags, both of them, before they landed. So, okay, I can keep going and going, but I'm going to stop. Thank you for watching and listening, and God bless you.